Hi, I'm Dave Epstein. This is Growing Wisdom, and this is an old window. I replaced some windows on my house. Being conservation minded, we wanted to get rid of the old ones and put in some nice new ones to help lower those heating costs this winter. But what do I do with this? And I thought, you can throw them away, you can bring them down to the dump, you could give them to somebody. I thought, you know what? It's kind of like a little greenhouse. I wonder if I could start some seeds earlier in the spring, or in this case, later in the fall, underneath these. So let me show you what I did in the garden. Take a look. So here we are in the garden. I've got two of those windows I showed you set up. So one of the things you'll notice is that there's a little bit of condensation occurring on the inside of the glass. That's a good sign. That means that we have enough moisture there. Early spring, late fall, if it's very dry, you might have to use some water. But for now, we're okay. We have enough moisture. I expect these seeds to continue to germinate over the next few days. In early spring or in late fall, there are warm days and it may get a little too hot under there. So in the heat of the afternoon, you might want to prop a rock underneath to allow a little bit of ventilation. That will cool it off. This is a great way to start seeds later in the fall or earlier in the spring. We're extending the season. We talk a lot about that here at Growing Wisdom, and this is just another way. Now, one of the things I did was that I propped up the window off the ground a little bit to give the seeds a little room to germinate. Obviously, they can't get very tall. After they germinate, you could use some of the row cover to cover them up and let them grow. You could make a low tunnel or even put a miniature hoop house over this. But in terms of germination and getting the seeds to grow 1 or 2 inches high, this is a neat little way to create a miniature greenhouse. So we're gonna leave it like this, start our seeds, and hopefully be growing right through November here at Growing Wisdom.